Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that many might find challenging, but is incredibly powerful. The power of vulnerability and how sharing your personal story can elevate your networking game. If you're looking to enhance your networking skills, build authentic relationships, and foster significant connections, then stay tuned. Throughout this video, we'll uncover how vulnerability can be a game changer in the way you connect with others. Networking is often perceived as a daunting task, filled with superficial interactions where everyone is just trying to sell themselves. But what if I told you that the key to successful networking lies not in presenting an impeccable persona, but in embracing and sharing your genuine self? Often we shy away from vulnerability, believing it to be a sign of weakness. However, vulnerability is actually a strength. It enables us to humanize our interactions, allowing others to see the real us behind the polished surface. When you share your personal story, you engage people on a deeper level, fostering relatability and empathy. Let's start by looking at what we mean by vulnerability in a networking context. Vulnerability is the willingness to show your true self, flaws and all. When you open up about your experiences, whether they are challenges, triumphs, or lessons learned, people instinctively relate to you. This connection often encourages others to do the same, leading to more meaningful conversations. Imagine meeting a potential business partner or collaborator, and instead of diving straight into business talk, you share a personal story that reflects your values or aspirations. This small act of vulnerability can create a bond that will lead to a more productive and genuine relationship. One effective way to incorporate vulnerability into your networking strategy is by crafting your personal narrative. This is your story, the journey of who you are, what you've overcome, and where you're headed. Creating this narrative requires reflection. Take the time to think about defining life moments that have shaped you. Perhaps there has been a pivotal moment in your career that led to a significant change. Or maybe you've faced personal obstacles that taught you invaluable lessons. The power of your story lies in its authenticity. When you speak from the heart, people listen. They resonate with the raw truths and the emotions you convey. Now let's consider practical strategies for sharing your story within your networking efforts. The first step is to identify and articulate the core message of your story. What do you want to achieve with your networking? Is it to find a mentor, gain insight into a new industry, or simply expand your circle? Understanding your goals can help you tailor your personal narrative to align with them. Next, practice telling your story so that it flows naturally without feeling forced. Whether you're at a networking event, a conference, or a casual meetup, having a concise yet engaging narrative allows you to introduce yourself effectively. Remember, brevity is key. Keep your story to a couple of minutes that hits the main points while inviting further inquiry from your audience. Here's an example to illustrate this point. Suppose you attended a life-changing workshop that shifted the direction of your career. When you meet someone in a similar field, you might say, "I used to feel stuck in my job until I attended this transformative workshop that taught me new approaches to creativity and marketing. That experience truly ignited my passion for this industry and inspired me to pursue my current role." In sharing this, you open the door to discussing your insights, challenges in the industry, and ask them about their experiences. This not only enriches the conversation, but strengthens the connection you're building. An essential aspect of vulnerability is being open to listening in return. After you share your story, encourage others to share theirs. Ask open-ended questions and create a space where they feel safe to express themselves. When you listen actively and empathetically, you validate their experiences. This reciprocal act of sharing personal stories fosters a culture of trust and respect, two critical components of successful relationships. Now, you might wonder if there are risks associated with this approach. Vulnerability can indeed make you feel exposed, and there's always the potential for misunderstanding or rejection. However, the benefits far outweigh the risks. By showing vulnerability, you attract like-minded individuals, those who appreciate authenticity and who are likely to reciprocate your openness. Moreover, sharing your story can help overcome barriers that often inhibit networking. Cultural differences, social anxiety, and the pressure to perform can all present hurdles in networking settings. Emotional storytelling can serve as an equalizer, breaking down walls. When people see someone willing to be vulnerable, they often feel prompted to let their guard down as well. And suddenly, what seemed like a formal, intimidating environment becomes a space of shared human experience. It's essential to remember that vulnerability does not mean oversharing personal struggles in inappropriate contexts. Your story should be genuine yet appropriate for the setting. Be discerning about what to share. A well-crafted narrative connects, while an unrefined one can distract or confuse. As you begin to embrace vulnerability in your networking, keep a few guiding principles in mind. First, practice self-acceptance and understand that it's okay to be imperfect. This mindset translates to others, encouraging them to be themselves. Second, focus on the connections you wish to build rather than the numbers. Quality always outweighs quantity in meaningful networking. Think about how you can embrace vulnerability in your everyday networking efforts. Whether you're engaging in a casual coffee meeting or attending a large networking event, take the opportunity to incorporate your personal narrative. Show up authentically and invite connection through the power of vulnerability. Your genuine willingness to share your experiences allows you to break through conventional networking barriers, leading to more impactful collaborations, partnerships, and friendships. In conclusion, embracing vulnerability unlocks immense potential in your networking strategy. By sharing your personal story, you not only elevate your networking game, but also pave the way for authentic connections that matter. So next time you're in a networking situation, remember to tap into the power of your vulnerability. Show the world who you are and watch as opportunities unfold in ways you never imagined. Thank you for joining us today. If you found these insights helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on personal growth and networking strategies. Until next time, embrace your story and connect authentically.